Good morning, students. Today we are going to read another method of the purification, that is dissolution. In this subject of chemistry, paper number 4. So paper number 4 is alternate to practical. So concentrate yourself. The method of the purification that we are going to read today is the dissolution. This method is used to separate a mixture of the soluble and an insoluble solid by using a suitable solvent. So point to be noted is one content will be soluble and the other content will be insoluble into the solvent. So the solvent chosen will dissolve one of the solid in the mixture, because it is given that one is soluble and one is insoluble. So one of the solid will be soluble in the mixture. The insoluble solid can then be removed by filtration. So we are going to read and understand this topic through an example. So concentrate now. Here is an example. A mixture of the sugar and sand can be separated by dissolution using water as the solvent. So you can see the solvent is the water and the contents are sugar and sand. So sugar is soluble and sand is insoluble in the water. So how we will separate sugar and sand's mixture? By using the water. So here are the steps. So concentrate now. The first step will be add distilled water to the mixture and stir. So we will put the mixture of these sugar and sand into a container, and we will add distilled water into it, and we will stir the mixture into the water. Sugar will be dissolved in the water, whereas sand will not dissolve. Filter the mixture. So when we will filter the mixture, then the insoluble sand remained in the filter funnel as the residue, and the soluble sugar passes through the filter paper and is collected as the filtrate. The filtrate is then evaporated to dryness to obtain the sugar crystals. The solution is heated to evaporate off some water. Continue heating until the solution becomes saturated. Allow the hot saturated solution to cool, and crystallization occurs and crystals of the sugar are formed. Filter to remove the crystals. Wash the crystals with a little cold water and dry the crystals. So concentrate yourself. Here is the apparatus. Now I'm going to explain each and everything which we have read. So actually, three things will be involved in the whole process. First, the mixture of the sand and sugar will be put into a container, and distilled water will be put into the container and the stir uniformly. So then two more methods will be used to separate sugar and sand from the mixture. One will be the filtration method, and second will be the crystallization method. So here you look now. Here is a tub. So the mixture of the sand and sugar will be put into it, and distilled water is going to be added into the mixture and stir it uniformly. Then you will stir. So here you are going to stir now. So now you will put this mixture that is containing sugar and sand mixed with the water. You will put it into the filtrate funnel. So you will put a filter paper in such a way. So first you will wet the paper and you will put the filter paper in a way. The function of wetting the paper is to fix the paper. Otherwise the paper will be dry, so it will move, and it will make the process difficult. So wet the paper, filter paper, and put the filter paper into the filter funnel in such a way, and then put this mixture into the filter funnel. So the sand, which is insoluble in the water, will be left into the filter funnel as a residue, and the sugar, which is soluble into the water, will pass from the paper into a tub that is put below the filter funnel. So here you have got the sugar solution, and the sand is separated as the residue. Now you will heat this sugar solution onto the Bunsen burner with a low flame. so that the excess so that some of the water will be evaporated and the saturation point will be reached. So the sign of the saturation point will be the solution will become thick. So when the solution will become thick, so you will remove the Bunsen burner and allow this sugar solution to cool, because the raising temperature increases the solubility of the solution. So the solution will become saturated then. So when you will remove the Bunsen burner, so lowering the temperature will decrease the solubility and excess solid of the sugar will become crystallized, so in the bottom of the dish. So then you will remove the crystals from the dish and you will wash them with the cold water and dry the crystals with the filter paper. So this is how the sugar crystals will be separated and sand has been separated. So this is the method. I hope so this will be much more easy and interesting for you to understand this topic now. So read this topic again, understand it, learn it, and make your notes. Thank you so much.